Hi guys, hope you're good. Okay, just something on top of my head. Um, so we know life puts us through a lot of tests. Whatever we say we believe in, whoever we claim to be, life has a way of testing us to prove us right or wrong. Okay, follow me closely, please. Something happened recently. And so one of the Saturdays I came to work, I came to the office. I really don't work on Saturdays. I'll just work occasionally on Saturdays, but I came to the office for something very personal. And then I was really hungry towards evening, about past 5 or so. So I got someone to buy me food from one of the eateries around my office. But I was so famished and I just wanted to start eating. And then I remembered, like, okay, I'm not supposed to be eating here. Normally, I go to the kitchen to eat. There's certain places you don't eat in the office, in my office. So, but there was nobody there. I could have gone ahead to eat, right? But said, Uche, would you do this on a work day, on a normal day? And the answer was no. I said, do the right thing. I now took my food to the kitchen and had my meal there. Nothing would have stopped me from eating there, you know, in one of the offices where I was working. But because there was that consciousness of you have to live up to what you say, the fact that nobody's watching you does not mean you should do what is wrong, right? And so you get to see yourself being conscious of doing the right thing, even when somebody is not watching you. So, what am I trying to say is life always puts us through these kinds of tests, and it either proves us right or wrong. The same thing as respect. What you do in someone's absence, matters more than what you do in someone's presence. Just like when I was in the university, my parents were not there with me, my siblings were not there with me. I was just on my own. I controlled my time, I lived my life the way I wanted. But then again, there were things that I knew that even when I attempted to do them, it was as if I saw my dad's facial expression, when he always got angry. There's this look he always had when he was angry. I just, that facial expression of my dad just flashed, like a picture in my face. And I said, no, daddy will not be happy if he finds out. Okay. Also, when I was in the university, there was this old friend, a mutual friend I got to know through my elder sister that came into town. I think he came to, do something, either get his certificate or so. I can't remember what brought him to Owerri, but he just, stopped by to see me. And he was like, okay, he wants to go see some of his friends, way back. So I followed him. It was just opposite my school, IMSU, if you're familiar, Imo State University. It was just opposite front gate, one of those hostels. Most of those buildings are hostels. As at that time, they were hostels. So we went to this building, we went to this house. And the moment I entered that, it was like a sitting room, but there were no seats. So there were like 3 or 4 guys, with laptops. My spirit just told me these guys are Yahoo guys, right? And immediately I sensed that I became very apprehensive. Like, I need to leave this environment. Because what would I tell my father that I was doing? And AK, please just come. As that thought was going through my head, one guy just ran in and said, AK, like, please is around. Or more, everybody took off. Now I'm just looking back. I'm like, okay, what if the police had come in? Of course, they will not hear no follow because I was innocent. I didn't know who those guys were. I just went with an old friend, just for him to see his friends from way back in school. And then that incident happened. But thankfully, I left. My friend and I left before the police could get there. And, so the thing is, there are certain values that have been inculcated in us growing up, or that were inculcated in us by our parents while we're growing up, that stick to us. Even when we are at liberty to do as we please or live our lives the way we want, those values still remain strong in us. And this goes a long way to the identity you have. I always talk about identity a lot because identity is the chief of all actions, right? Identity, cuts across what you do, your choices, your decisions, what you want to do, your actions, your inactions, your thoughts, your ideas. All of these things sum up to your identity, the core of your being, the core of existence. Now, I see a lot of young people do some things that really get me very concerned. And it goes a long way to, say how much they are not in tune with their identity. Because if they know better, they definitely will do better. So it's important that you make your children understand who they are beyond their biological parents or the position you hold as their parents. It's important that they know who they are. Because it's when you're not sure of who you are that you get, carried away or get pressured to do what under normal circumstance you would not do. Peer pressure can only, affect you, whether as a child, whether as a teenager, or even as an adult, if you're not sure of your identity. Yes, so when you're in tune with your identity, peer pressure has got nothing on you. If you're in tune with your identity, peer pressure has got nothing on you. Influence has got nothing on you. Whatever other people are doing to get by, you know that you are not going to do it. You can't do that because you are in tune with your identity. You know where you're coming from. You know where you're going to. All right, so what I want you to take out from this video is be in tune with your identity. Who are you? Who are you as a person? Do you know who you are? Now, if you know who you are, there are certain things that you will not feel that you're missing out from when you see other people doing it. Okay? All right, I thought I should drop that.